Hey, what's going on, all my YouTube folks out there? Back for another video on the KT Hoops channel. No, I've been gone for a little bit. Just been really sitting around, looking at the stories and looking at how everything is shaping out in preseason so far. We're about to get going in about another 5 to 6 days with the start of the NBA season. And I just wanted to touch on a couple stories that have been interesting to me over the past, I would say, maybe about a week and a half. And my three stories that have really been interesting to me, and I wanted to give my take on. Of course, we're going to start out with James Harden. James Harden and his battle back and forth with the Houston Rockets and demanding a trade. Halfway through the small offseason that we had, and Russ getting traded to Washington for John Wall, and now James Harden really going through his little battle with the Houston Rockets. As we all seen, James came back a little bit on the let's just say not in the best shape size. He finally showed up to camp this week, and he played in his first preseason game where he looked decent, but you could tell he was about a good 10 to 15 at least pounds overweight. And James Harden, I don't know what outcome he thought he was going to get from this. I mean, other than just rattling Houston's cage a little bit, but they didn't seem rattled at all. They were staunch in their stance, and they are still staying staunch in their stance as far as trading him. And James doesn't really have the leverage that he thinks he has. You know, it's not like he's going into a contract year or he has only 1 year left on his deal. He still has 2 plus 1 year option on his deal. So really, James doesn't have too much leverage here, and I think Houston's actually done a decent job with putting a different team around him now, you know, bringing in DeMarcus, bringing in John Wall, Christian Wood, and bringing back PJ, and bringing back Gerald Green and a couple other guys that, you know, really will put Houston at least maybe in that possible 4th, 5th, 6th position. So James, I mean, let's just be honest, really needs to suck it up and just play. Every move that has been made by Houston over these past 8 years has all been ran through him. So this is all the liking of what James Harden really wanted for a team. He really wanted to play that small, isolated basketball. Let's play 6'5" and under, try and out quick, outshoot, and outscore everybody. But once James seen that wasn't happening, now he wants to up and jump ship. And I agree with players' empowerment to the fullest. You know, this is a player-driven league. I am always going to side with the players for the most part. I would say 95% of the time I'm going to side with the players. But in this case, James Harden is wrong. You know, it's not like this team has not done what he wanted them to do, going out and starting out getting with Dwight Howard, his first running mate, and then going to Chris Paul, where they went the furthest with him, getting all the way to that Game 7, which James Harden didn't show up in. And they missed 27, I believe, straight threes. And Chris Paul, when he was healthy, they were up 3-2 in the series. And once he got hurt, then that's when it fell apart. And then bringing in one of his best friends in the league and his one of his guys he grew up with in Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook, and it still didn't work. Russ wanted to leave after 1 year. So, bottom line, James Harden just needs to suck it up and get back out there and do what he does and embrace his new teammates, embrace his new coach, at least give the man a chance to implement his system and let's see where we can go from there, instead of trying to run back to Mike D'Antoni or try and run with another friend in Kevin Durant, which I don't think would work anyway, because all three of those guys, Durant, Kyrie, and if they did get Harden, would demand the ball and demand a lot of command of the offense. So James Harden, suck it up. Stay in Houston. That's where you belong. And that's where you've built your kingdom. Now, if you don't like the kingdom, maybe it's you that needs to change the kingdom. All right, moving on. The next topic that I was very interested in and kind of shocked to see, well, not really shocked, but I thought he would kind of test the market a little bit, and that's the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo decided to sign that Supermax deal to stay in Milwaukee for another, I believe, 5 years. 5 years, 222 or 228 max deal. First of all, congratulations to Giannis. I mean, anytime you can solidify your future and make over $200 million, that deserves congratulations at 25 years old. I thought that he would test the free agent market, maybe taking a serious look at Miami, taking a serious look at Dallas, where he would team with Giannis. And, it was a long shot, and I wasn't really believing any of the rumors, so forth and so on, about him and, thinking about coming here and teaming with AD and LeBron. But, him staying in Milwaukee, he gave the commitment. I believe Giannis is kind of that throwback guy where he wants to prove that he can win and get talent in Milwaukee around him. They did. It was kind of a giveaway with them giving Drew Holiday that, or trading for Drew Holiday, giving up 3 first-round picks. I don't think they would have did that if they didn't have some sort of inclination that Giannis was going to stay in Milwaukee. So it'll be interesting to see how they shape around him. They still have Chris Middleton. They still have really nice pieces around him. I still don't think it's good enough to beat Brooklyn, or I don't think it's good enough to possibly beat Miami. I do have them behind Brooklyn this year, and if they had to face the Lakers in the finals, I don't think it's good enough to face the Lakers. But now that Giannis has committed to Milwaukee, we'll see if he can attract a second guy there, second, third, or maybe another 1A guy there, attract him there to play along with him, Drew Holiday, and Chris Middleton. And I think they do have a nice team, and Giannis is young enough to possibly win a championship in Milwaukee, but it just depends on what they can draw in that small market. A lot of NBA stars don't like going to these small market, really somewhat cold cities. It's all about brand now. So Milwaukee is not one of those sexy towns, but, who's to say that Giannis can't draw a guy there with his talent, and then what else he has surrounded around him. And maybe, somebody looks at that and says, hey, like a Bradley Beal, if he decided to leave and say, hey, I can go team with Giannis down in Milwaukee, and we can really do some things, even though we're in a small city. So, like I said, congratulations to Giannis. A little bit of surprise, but not much. Turning down $228 million is pretty hard, even if it constitutes you staying in Milwaukee. And that's no shout out or no shots against Milwaukee, but it is Milwaukee. All right, and the last thing I want to touch on real quick, also being a Laker fan, is this whole THT hype. Talen Horton-Tucker. And so far in the preseason, he has really been turning a lot of heads. Those first couple games against the Clippers where he put up 18 and 33. And then last night he put up another 18 against the Phoenix Suns. I just want to say, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm the best basketball head there is, but I watched this young man at Iowa State when he actually played 1 year there, and I seen him and I said, man, this dude reminds me of a kind of thicker Scottie Pippen. He has a Bonzi Wells type body, but Scottie Pippen type skills. I swear to God, I said that. I said that this young man, I think he will be a decent guy in the league, and he ended up getting drafted as this 46th pick by the Lakers, and they actually traded or they paid cash to get that pick, and you see the benefits are paying off. You could tell this young man has really worked on his game, and the heads that he's turning right now is, I mean, Kawhi asked how old this guy was, and he just turned 20. I mean, literally just turned 20 a couple weeks ago. I'm not saying that he's going to translate all of this into the regular season, but if he continues on this trajectory, the Lakers have really gotten themselves a major steal in the draft. I mean, you can see the talent. He's about 6'7", 6'8", with a 7'4" wingspan. His upper body strength, and he's still only 20. Upper body strength where he can move. He was moving Kawhi, doing step backs on Kawhi. And like I said, it's preseason, but these are moves that, and basketball knowledge, if you know basketball knowledge, and you can see the moves, and you can see the strength and the speed, the change of direction. That's just not anything that's not going to translate into the regular season. So people should be hyped about THT. I mean, this guy, it's going to be hard to find minutes, but it's going to be hard to keep this guy out of the lineup. I mean, I can't see the Lakers burying him on the bench with what he's been bringing this preseason and what everybody's been saying he's been bringing really since the bubble earlier in the year. So that's my little quick take on those three topics. And, as a Laker fan, I'm hyped about THT. I mean, if he's your 10th man, 11th man, the rich just get richer. That's all I can say. But like I said, just wanted to touch on these topics. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button to let you know when I'm dropping more content. And I'm sorry, I'll be picking up the videos now. I just took a little time off to really chill and look at the aspects of what's going on in the league. But I'll be dropping more videos as the league gets going, gets started. And, let me know what you think, and I'll be seeing you on the next video. Thank you, KT Hoops Channel. Peace.